The sub-district office in Kamala yesterday morning handed over the flags under the 116 Days from Mother's Day to Father's Day campaign to Chungtalay sub-district officials. The ceremony took place at Phuket Fantasy Grounds in Kamala and was well participated in by officials and local government representatives. The flags were then walked and run to be placed at the Chungtalay Sub-District Administration Organization office, where all participants vowed to carry out good deeds and promote unity in their community in serving their Majesties, the King and Queen. The 116-day campaign is being held to promote national unity, and it runs between Her Majesty the Queen's birthday on August 12th and His Majesty the King's birthday on December 5th. Phuket police start beach patrols on electric bicycles at Karon Beach to welcome tourists this high season. An electric bicycle patrol police force was released by Phuket Provincial Police Chief on Wednesday morning along the beach road in the tourist resort of Karon, south of the island. The officers will be carrying out patrols along the 2-kilometer-long Kata and Karon beaches to ensure tourist safety and assist them for any assistance they may need. They run patrols from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. daily. 3 electric cycles are donated by local businesses there. According to the Provincial Police Chief, Police Major General Apirak Hongtong, the Provincial Administration Organization supports with a 2.4 million baht fund for police to conduct training workshops for volunteer police to look after the members of the public and tourists alike. Siam Commercial Bank opens another branch in Phuket to cater for growth, especially tourism. Despite the world financial crisis and its effects, the Siam Commercial Bank on Tuesday opened its 27th branch in Phuket. The new outlet was opened within the new Homeworks compound opposite Central Festival. An executive from their headquarters, Napen Pasang Krishnamara, said this is due to Phuket's continuous tourism growth, leading to related businesses booming. He said the bank plans to open a couple more in Phuket by this year's end, while a total of 75 branches are to be added in the country. He, however, admitted that the bank is more cautious about loan approvals due to the outside economic factors, and that they are under consideration for new measures and criteria in prevention of non-performing loans, or NPL, which Thailand faced in 1997. And some good news now. Passenger boats between Phuket and Koh Yao cut fees in the wake of fuel price declines. After fuel prices continue to drop down, passenger boat operators between Phuket's Bang Rong Pier on the island of Koh Yao and Phanga said they have adjusted the fee down respectively. A local boat operator, Bangmi JD, said the fee now comes down from 150 to 120 baht per person, while heavy material or big vehicles such as motorcycle fees remain unchanged. He also stressed that tourists are charged the same fees as Thais. 10 boat trips are offered daily from Bang Rong Pier to Koh Yao, serving about 500 people per day. Meanwhile, the AmanCruises Manager and marine book writer supports the installation of more artificial reefs and marinas in the Andaman Sea. Bill O'Leary, manager of AmanCruises for high-end guests of Amanpuri Hotel at Pansy Beach in Phuket, and co-writer of the Andaman Pilot Marine Guide, told Andaman News that he fully supports the idea of more Andaman Sea artificial reefs, like the old planes and helicopters to be installed in Bang Tao Bay next month, and more new marinas like the recently opened Aupor Grand Marina in Thalang, both in Phuket. He is updating and extending the coverage of the Andaman Sea Pilot Marine Guide to Southeast Asia Pilot, which is due out in January 2009. He would like more Thais to get involved in the growing marine industry and encourage more development of marinas and artificial reefs along the Andaman coast.
A tremendous idea, fantastic. They should be doing much more of it. The more that the Thai government gets behind artificial reefs and giving marina permissions all over their coast, the more it'll be like the the Monte Carlo of the East, and that's part of why I continue to support the Andaman Sea pilot and write the cruising guide to the area, which we're made for much bigger now, called the Southeast Asia pilot, to include the Philippines and Indonesia and bigger parts on Vietnam and East Coast Malaysia. But to bring,
when will that come out?
That's January, first week in January. So for the 2009-2010 edition of that sailing guide. So I hope that helps promote all this type of stuff, the artificial reefs, and hopefully getting more ties involved in the marine industry, so that we can have more marinas. Like in Europe, the marinas are all five miles apart, and there's a lot of locals that are involved in the marine industry, and it's a huge industry. And given the magnificent coastline that Thailand enjoys, it's a travesty to see there's only a few marinas in the whole country, and there really should be hundreds of them.
The Rawai local government is holding a Loy Krathong Festival event during November 9th through the 13th. Activities and many forms of entertainment, plus traditional or cultural performances, will be arranged during the annual Loy Krathong Festival, which the Rawai local government is holding during November 9th through the 13th. Run under the Rawai Sky Night Festival, the event will be held at a public park around the Naihan Lake, which the local government wishes to introduce as a nice tourist and recreation site. The mayor of Rawai Municipality, Arun Suro, said the event aims at promoting a traditional festival among locals and tourists to Phuket, as well as to generate income for local people. Now watch out as a strange-looking fish surprised local villagers in Phuket. This peculiar-looking fish, a mix between a freshwater catfish and an alligator or crocodile, was caught by Nirupon Sang Nuan Nam in the Thalang area. The fish is 1 meter long and weighs around 20 kilograms. Nirupon caught the fish while fishing in a local pond with his fishing rod. He said he was surprised to see what the fish looks like as a catfish and alligator, and notify the fisheries office to pick it up, as he's concerned about the fish's safety if it stays in the pond. And finally, in local news, the Rotary Club of Patong Beach is celebrating an Evening of Magic and Enchantment on Saturday to raise funds for children's charity projects. The Rotary Club of Patong Beach informed Andaman News with this poster that it is celebrating an Evening of Magic and Enchantment at the Holiday Inn Resort on Saturday, November 1st, starting at 7 p.m. It is a cosmic dinner show, the likes of which no one in Phuket has ever seen before, with magicians' tricks, illusionists, and psychics both on stage and mingling with the crowd. A treat for adults and children alike. Tickets are available at all 3 sandwich shops, at Friendship Beach and at Chemdry. Ticket prices are 2,500 baht if purchased in advance at those locations, or 3,000 baht on that day. Proceeds of the evening will go towards Patong Rotary's many children-oriented programs, such as scholarships and daycare centers. For more information, contact the email phuketmagic@gmail.com or telephone 08-189-40462.